hearts it hurts. My mother knows we ain't got no time to talk. Still got time to drink and smoke. 50 shots I can barely walk. Rob with a low, I can't find my phone. I'm sick of being human, 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 human.
Welcome, guys. If you've just joined in, we are now officially live. So you were hearing, introduce yourself officially.
I'm Azer. You can also find me on Facebook and Instagram. Azer, Maddie, MHDI. Also, I'm an actor, so feel free to contact me. I'll send you my portfolio.
If you do perform, it's an obligation for you to say like what your socials are, if you have them. But if you don't, you just got to back up what you got to say with some kind of credentials.
Like sniffing women's asses because you watch dogs rooting in the park.
If my sex education was purely on watching dogs do it in the street, well, there's no harm in sniffing whores' asses. You know.
A bit weird. I mean, mate, you gotta do what you gotta do, and like at the end of the day, monkey see, monkey do.
Exactly. Okay. Here's a long word.
A long word. All right.
Tamata wakitanga hanakuyu tamatai tora bakara mikimongo honogbuka wana wakitan tahu matakau tanu teni mikitora, which is actually a hill or a mountain in New Zealand.
Yes,
apparently
it is,
and that's sort of Maori for it. But
that was a brilliant rap, by the way. Eminem, eat your heart out, motherfucker.
Tamata wakitanga hanakuyu tamatai tora bakara mikimongo honogbuka wana wakitan tahu matakau tanu teni mikitora.
I feel like I need to beatbox when you say that.
It's great, isn't it? And this is without a beer. This is Stone Cold except for the
Stone Cold sober.
Except for the ones this afternoon, you know. But hey, Budapest.
Budapest.
It's an alcoholic's paradise.
It really is. Well, that's why I'm here.
Oh God, try and get a bit of fucking weed though. Jesus Christ, yeah. It's as if it's illegal.
I know.
Oh, I don't understand it at all. You know.
It's absolutely ridiculous, isn't it? What's a man got to do just to have a little fucking puff?
Exactly. Well, sniff whores' asses, you know, because you're mixing with the right crowd there. Go down Vassy Street, Vassy Utsa. Yeah.
I'd sniff some horse asses. Why not? I have nothing better to do with my time, really.
You don't have to pay for it either, which is what I like.
Yeah, exactly.
And when you go to the doctor with a lung complaint, the first thing he's going to ask, do you smoke? You say, no, but I sniff horse asses a lot.
Yeah.
And the doctor says, yeah, but we all do, don't we? You know?
Yeah.
Just one of those odd situations to get yourself in. It looks like there's going to be more gangster rap coming from our Algerian friend here.
Yep.
It's either that or it's the Andante movement from Beethoven's Fifth. Right, here we go.
Alright, you guys gonna play? Alright, this one's not working, I think.
Yep. Fiddle around with your bit. Fiddle with your bits, mate.
I shared a dormitory with him last night. He's constantly fiddling with his bits. Kept me awake for ages.
Okay.
I'm surprised his hands his wrist is that. Anyway.
Right, we've got a serial masturbator.
Well, yeah.
Right.
Terrible, isn't it? Yeah.
Yes, I've noticed that that arm is a lot bigger than the other one, right? Like.
Oh, you're talking about our wing?
You pay your €10, you get a bed for the night, and no questions asked. That's
exactly
all I
right.
say. You know.
You pay for what you get, don't you?
You certainly do. Karmically, or in Hungarian forints.
Yeah, exactly.
The Lords of Karma don't actually accept Hungarian forints, so you've got to be reborn and become a Brexit politician or something. Do you know what I mean? As a forfeit. Oh no, sorry, I didn't mention the B word.
Oh no,
Brexit.
don't mention that.
No Brexit here. Oh, so where do we go from here?
Who's going to play next?
Where do we go from here?
No. I'll hand you back now. I'll hand you back.
Yo, play something. I can't sing and play.
You gotta get a drink. All right, sweet.
I can't sing and play. Like at the same time, I'm fucking
So
shocking.
you sing and you play, or you play and you sing.
What do I sing? I don't know. Like I play like rock. I play rock and metal. So. Yeah, basically.
Yeah, no, I only smoke. Do you want to have a cigarette with me?
I saw it last night, like karaoke is fucking go nuts.
We're just gonna have a cigarette. We'll be back in a sec.
I don't know. Give me a topic. Let's make words to a song. Just give me a topic and we'll do that.
Listening to him?
Yeah.
You're not listening to him. Here's how the podcast works, right? If someone's talking, you listen to what they're saying, and then you actually
Respond.
start to respond, right?
Yeah.
If you don't, there's silence.
It's weird.
Silencio. Okay,
True.
so you jam, and you, my friend, habla.
¿Qué quieres que diga, hermano?
All right, I can give you a topic real quick right here. So what I want you to think about.
Whoa.
Well, that's it. Give us a topic.
Now talk.
Oh, I don't want to put it in my mouth. Oh, sorry, y'all. So I want you to think about the ocean.
The ocean.
Ocean.
Nice.
And how
we're
your
talking.
thoughts are diving into the ocean.
All right.
Done. Now, can someone, are you going to play about the ocean? Okay, we watch, yeah?
1 second.
Listen.
1 second. I need to grab a beer.
I'll get it for you. Just
It's
sit there.
in the freezer.
All right.
Part. All right. The ocean.
Do it.
All right. Are you gonna join me as well?
Yeah.
All right.
No. Yes, I will listen.
Para vos.
I will check, bro.
Mi
and
amigo.
Tomorrow we will meet again. So join.
No problema.
Sí.
De
Thank you so
nada.
much. You are awesome, bro. Thanks for the video.
No problema.
I ran out of one-liners this time.
Sorry, did I hit Stefan? Sorry, we heard Stefan
Yeah,
for a
yeah,
moment.
we just
there.
said Stefan.
Stefan's still with us. Where is he? No, that's the.
Hi, my name is Max, and I like to get schwaffled.
Oh, that's Max.
I like to get
Hello and
schwaffled.
welcome to Squeaky
Where's
Buns.
me fucking thing? Where's me line gone?
Bosmac.
I can't hear anything.
Boss man.
I ran out of one-liners this time.
That with that, man.
Yeah, of course. Look down there.
There's Stefan.
I ran out of one-liners this time.
There's time, you know.
I think. No. Whoa, hello. I can't hear anything through the.
Just gonna film it. Just film.
Oh, that's better. It's working now. Oh, it doesn't matter. This is a song about the ocean. The ocean is a magical place. Did you know that fish fucking it? The ocean is a magical place. Fish really fuck in the ocean. Fucking no.
Nice one. The sea and the beach.
Have you ever seen the length of a whale's dong? Could kill 1 million people, even though that would be wrong. Fucking no. Oh shit. The ocean. Motion of the ocean. The ocean. The motion of the ocean, yeah. I don't know what to sing about. Oceans are fucking awesome. Dolphins and shit. I think I need more alcohol.
Drink it, bro. I will live. Thanks for everything. Thanks for the music, bro. Thanks for the sing.
Who wants to take over? Because I want to have a smoke.
It's recording. It's already recording.
I want to have a dart. I need to have a dart. I need to have a dart and have a drink and get back into it. Jump in and sing a song about the ocean.
Alright, I'll keep you guys entertained a little bit here because
I need a dart.
it's really rare.
Baptized out into the ocean, surrounded by millions of tides, millions of
like that was a good capture on here. Stop. Maybe this is.
Right. Well, I've got no common sense, and neither does no one else. So I take my brains out and spread them on the table and play the card of four.
Where are you from?
I'm from the Midlands. Place called Kettering that no one's ever heard. But we're the town that brought Dr. Martin's boots to the world.
I've heard of Canterbury.
Weetabix.
Did you say Canterbury?
Who?
You say Canterbury? Oh, put on the headphones. Or I could take the headphones off. That makes it easier. Oh yeah, sorry.
Which is a nowhere place in itself. So here we are again. And despite the hurricane and the monsoon,
It's been a hell of a monsoon in Budapest today.
Exactly, they do proper monsoon. But they just pronounce monsoon. Yeah, I mean, any Hungarians out there, well, all I've sent you a message, all I want to say is Serotonin. Okay,
Sorry, I'm not being rude. I do have to pack up. I'll be right back.
He's just running away now.
I mean, it's 80% left.
Yeah, you just can't get
It's 80% left.
well, because my Jewish country, come on. We could have done
I'm sorry, but you know what? There's more meat in it than also cat.
Okay, roll over. Come fry with me, let's fry an egg. You see? I think that's brilliant, isn't it? Yeah, a bit of French around. Oh, is the regular one in the house that is called Joker? Because I'll tell you what, I'm running out of things to use on that, really. My national insurance number is 3421B. that's about all the advertising. Yeah, tempo di for musica. Muppet show tonight. Italian. If I knew how to press pause on this, I would, because here's Matt.
Because they got places to go apparently. No, I'm not coming. Fuck that. Ugh. You and I can hang out. I can't hear you.
Hear me either.
There you go.
Dear oh dear.
Now it's
So everything I've been going on about hasn't been picked up.
It would have been picked up, but it wouldn't have been picked up clearly.
That's
why
probably,
you got to wear the
that's
headphones.
probably just as well.
That's why you got to wear the headphones, bro. See you later, bro. Hey, I'll see you in the week, yeah? So where are you going tonight? Where you end up, so I might come out. Hey, no, where are you actually ending up tonight? Where? Say it in the mic so I can hear it.
We'll be at Elato House tonight for an open mic. Feel free to come and join us then.
Elato House? How do we find it? All right, sweet.
They're full of topless barmaids. I mean, I'm not into that sort of thing.
Is
I mean,
that
it's
what
not
it is?
exactly Hooters, but well, you know.
Are they employees who do this, or just fucking backpackers?
Harder backpackers.
Hard
generally.
up.
Yeah, harder backpackers.
You got to do what you have to do, eh?
Well,
to make a buck.
Yeah. I mean, and also at the end of the, well, I mean, dead girls don't say no, do they? Really, you know. Oops.
Oh, don't worry. You don't have to censor yourself here.
Oh, that's all right then.
I'll see you around. Did I get your details?
I don't know. Just look up the word Opesh on YouTube or Facebook.
Word what now?
Opesh.
Opesh.
It's a made-up word.
O-P-E-S-H.
All words are made up, Thor would say.
Yeah.
If you look that up, you'll find me. O-P-E-S-H.
O-P-E-S-H.
Yeah.
O-P-S-H.
Opesh.
Opesh. Take care. Vishlat.
Vishlat.
Ci vediamo, ragazzi.
You want to join us? Everyone's so shy. You want to join us?
Just so shy, aren't they?
Everyone's so shy. You want to join us? Whatever. It is an answer. It's we talk about whatever we want. Whatever you want. We can talk about Germany.
Poland.
We can talk in any language. We can talk in German. You can talk German with us.
Warum nicht? Yeah, my German.
You can be as dry. You can be as dry and quirky as you want on this show. You know, and you're right. I can give you a topic.
Hang on.
Okay, what's it like working for Arwen? Let's talk about that.
German. Can we?
Do you know how much shit Stefan and Arwen? Wait, do you know how much fun Stefan has with you? He loves you, man. We can talk about Stefan. Come and join us. Come on, what else are you going to do?
We're busy downloading a sense of humour because there's a German guy about to come on and, they need all the help they can get.
Don't worry. It hasn't... Come on, join us.
Yeah, join us. That's a good point. That's a good point.
That's the thing. This is where cultures come and clash. It's clash of the cultures.
Isn't northwestern Germany called the Netherlands? I don't know. I've heard someone say that before now. I don't know.
Do you reckon they have a sense of humour, the Dutch?
Yes, they do.
Oh, yes, we have one. Hey, you're going to... 1 minute goodbye. 1 minute goodbye. Sit down. 1 minute I didn't know you were still here. All right, you got to say goodbye to me on the podcast.
Hey guys, how are you doing?
Wait. All right, now you're on.
Yeah, beautiful. Let's see. There we are.
Okay.
Nice to meet you.
And you, sir. And you. They call me Jesus, actually.
Lovely to meet you, Jesus.
Ketrin Jesus. Yeah, that's my name. And yourself?
I am the Dutch person with or without any humour. You can choose.
No, you're a Northwest German, I know that.
That's it. Let me light, Ava.
Your name is Joss.
If we get your passport out and flick it, would a sense of humour drop out of it? Because that's what it's all about.
I think that's the only difference between Germans and Dutch, is that we actually do have a sense of humour.
And I'll tell you what, now the Dutch have got exactly the same language as the Germans, but they go very often.
My last name, lovely to meet you, my last name is Schrei.
My last name is, I shouldn't really say this, but it's Cox. Can I say that? Cox.
No, you can't. That's the only word you can't say on this show. Sorry.
Actually,
no. All right, cock. Plural.
There you go.
Plural.
Were you ever an English teacher? Because I had an English teacher called Dick Cocker. No joke. This is actually...
I bet he had fun at school, like I did. Yeah.
Hang on. Is that true?
Yeah, that's definitely true.
Dick Cocker.
Yeah, because Dick is quite a common Dutch name.
Yeah, it's Richard. Its variation is Richard.
Oh, I met an Indian girl. Well, she's a lesbian, but Minjeeta.
Ninjita.
Minjeeta.
Minjeeta.
Her name was.
Minjeeta.
Yeah, which I thought was slightly ironic, really. Yeah. Well, apt, not ironic. Apt.
Minge. Where you going? Minge.
Minjeeta.
Who was that? Oh, that was Minjeeta.
Minjeeta.
She's lesbian, by the way.
Yeah.
Do you think it's a self-fulfilling prophecy? That, like, because of the name, she's like, fuck,
I think it is. She's into paleontology and all stuff like that, like, dinosaurs and fossils. And there was a lesbian dinosaur, apparently, Lickalodopus. It's called. Which I thought, that's uncanny, really.
I know which dinosaur we're talking about. It's one with the duck bill.
I don't... Any bills.
If it eats a lot of pussy, it's going to have a duck bill, obviously, right?
Duck bill?
Well, the fucking dinosaurs with the shape that's like, they've got those mouths that kind of eat a lot of pussy.
Sorry.
I mean, what was God thinking when he invented the duck-bill platypus, for God's sake? He couldn't even get the crabs to walk forwards. They had to go sideways, so,
that just shows he's got a sense of humour. He's like,
ask your dad.
I'm going to make some fuckers...
Ask your dad. Ask him why you did it.
Yeah, your dad. He's your dad.
No, but
when you move out of home,
you never sort of you just lose contact, really, don't you? And the stable's there for other people. Like Brian Cohen was the next one, hence the Monty Python film.
Oh yeah,
Life of Brian. Yeah, Brian Cohen.
Yeah. No one talks about him much. I mean, do you? He sits in your shadow. That's the problem.
I tell you what, in my shadow, I don't cast a shadow. No. But I tell you what, just even at the airport coming here the other day, like so many women that I just want to just wank in their shadow. That'd be enough.
Hang on a second.
You know what I mean?
Are you talking specifically about Hungarian women?
No, I'm talking about anyone with a pulse.
Right.
With
your standards
with the right chromosomes.
Yeah, true.
Well, like males, you've got like XX is male, XY female, and YY
Delilah. It's the other way around. Yeah, I just wanted to.
YY
YY
Delilah. X-Y is male.
I'm sorry, I got that wrong. Oh,
See, that's the thing. Yeah, you had it.
There we go. There was a joke there.
I know.
And,
it was popped by the
Northwestern German. Okay. XY female.
Yeah, can we still make it work?
We can, I'm sure, because no one's listening.
All right, I reckon XX for the
XX
female. Is for the female. XY for the guys is like.
And
X, why not?
And
that's how our attitude is. Yeah, well, fuck it. Why not?
And why Delilah?
There we go.
We fucking go.
We made it work.
And we made it work somehow. Anyway,
despite your best chances to spoil the joke, German.
I don't spoil jokes.
Okay, here's a joke. Here's a joke in German, right? My dog has no nose. Oh, how does it smell? Awful.
It's almost a joke.
You know what? It's funny. You know who he sounded like then?
Go on.
Stefan. Where is he? Where is he?
Bosmek.
No,
the other one.
Hello and welcome to Squeaky Bunks.
I ran out of one-liners this time.
Okay, now listen to this, Jesus. Listen to this. You're gonna hear a disembodied voice, and it belongs to Stefan, who's a savant, and he's from Northwest Germany.
I ran out of one-liners this time.
Yep, that's him. He's usually quite funny, but on the spot he couldn't think of a one-liner, so we recorded him saying that.
Run out of one-liners.
I don't know what to say now, so I'll just say I don't have a one-liner, you know. That's how he talks.
That's basically him.
He's a bit of a strange
give him
one,
a pen and a bit of paper, and you're going to get it back straight away. You're not going to lose the pen, are you?
Exactly. Well, you know what? You give him a pen and paper. You know what he does? He draws a fucking city for you.
Definitely.
He's amazing. We should look him up. Actually, let's not talk about Stefan because he's
No.
quite rude.
No, I've never met the guy.
Well,
he's not rude.
You
He's
never
just
met him.
open,
I think, yeah.
direct. So like, it's basically Northwestern Germany and the Netherlands have this directness. You
Yes.
don't care about
Yes.
what people think of you. Just like directly tell them into the face you don't like them.
Which means if we give you a compliment, it's also true. Like that's the good thing
It's
about
also
it.
Also my region, like
Well-
we usually don't really compliment people, like, but if we do, it's like honest.
That's what I appreciate.
Nice poncho, mate.
I appreciate that in Stefan. That's why I like him because he likes me, and I know it's true.
Mm-hmm.
But he's quick to judge.
Yeah, very quick to judge. So ask him about Hungarians, and you'll find out.
Oh, those fucking Hungarians, they're so corrupt, you know? And I tell you what, they fucking stink. Oh, no, he thinks Italians stink, but he thinks Italians stink nice because they've got full of... Oh, those Italian boys smell like Italian girls. Oh, my God. And then, like, he broadcasts
kind of
this
true.
stuff, right?
It's kind of true.
Yeah,
Like,
he broadcasts
Italian
it.
boys are
Stereotypes.
not the most manly ones usually. I've stayed in Florence for a month and it was like...
And how did Florence feel about that? Was she okay with it?
I don't stay in women, so like, yeah. No, but like,
Yes, he stays in
literally,
men.
It was just like, you didn't know, like, is every guy here metrosexual? It was like, basically 50% of guys were just looking, not directly gay, but like, you know, not overly manly. Like.
But did you find that attractive?
Well,
Do you find metros attractive or not?
Metros? Well, Metro 3
Yeah, I
has
know
got
you're
a
going,
replacement
yeah, I
bus
know you're
service at the moment, so you can get to Calvin Town and you can
I
get
neither
to
like
Octagon.
subways nor those. Like metro also usually doesn't. It's just a strange mix between like yes and
Jesus Christ.
no. Yes, like this German word for between yes and no.
What is it?
Jein. So
Jein.
like ja
Ja,
is yes and nein is no.
Jein?
And you have this word jein that means
Yeah, no.
yes no.
So that's
We
how
have
you
the
feel.
same thing in Australia. You know what we call it? Yeah, nah.
That's
true.
definitely true.
We say yeah, nah. If we go, if we
But
like,
it means yes.
it,
No, it means
no.
no.
You know
It
the
means no.
definition of
It depends.
foreplay in Australia? The Australian foreplay.
Oh,
the
Australian
definition.
jokes. All right, here we go.
Are you awake, Sheila?
What's that?
Are you awake, Sheila?
A white Sheila.
Awake.
Awake.
Sheila. No.
Oh!
God. Australian foreplay.
Oi.
No,
oi.
but on a serious...
No, we don't even say that. We just go, oi.
Poke her a little bit. See what happens.
Oi.
You don't
No,
need to
I
use
mean-
words to find out if she's awake or not.
Nah, that's being too
I-
articulate and being too
friends-
nice. I think the British would do that.
I've got some British
Are you
friends who
Just
couldn't
before the
have a
story,
child.
Wait a
I
second.
need to quickly jump out. I'm
Okay,
cooking
just,
at the same time.
Say your goodbye.
Now I'm cooking in the other room.
Oh, you'll be
I'll
back
bring
in a
some
sec?
food over in a bit.
Okay. Oh, excellent.
Excuses.
Yeah, we'll mic him. We'll put him down.
Is it alcoholic, the food?
Is the alcohol?
No, is the food alcoholic? Well,
Just
you're
turn it off.
Australian.
Bring us some taste.
Dinner, just to get us going.
I'm going to come over here, so we've got a three-way. Do you like three-ways?
Yeah.
I wouldn't say no.
All right,
I
just
just
come in a
wiped my
bit
dick
closer.
on the curtain, so I hope you're all happy with that.
All right.
Yeah, I do. On a serious note, though,
will just
there's
get my
an English
wine.
couple who adopted a child. They couldn't have their own child, so they
Yeah.
adopted a child. And the adoption agency said, well, we haven't got any English ones, but we've got a German child. And so the English couple said, yeah, okay, yeah, we'll adopt a German child. And so they did, and it was a very healthy baby. And he grew up over the years being a very healthy young child. But the only thing is, he never spoke. He never, ever, ever said a word.
He was a mute.
And it seemed like it, but the English parents didn't know quite what to do. Take him to see a child psychologist or something, I don't know. But the child was fine, but he didn't say anything. Until one day, they were sitting down to dinner. And the mother passed the soup around. And the little boy said, Mother, I think this soup is a little cold. And the parents go, oh my God, you speak, fantastic, you speak. Why have you never spoken before? And the German child goes, because up until now, everything was satisfactory. Anyway, I'm going to shake hands with my German friends here.
All right.
So, no, it's just...
You know what? That is fucking gold. No, what do you think about that as a joke?
No,
because you missed
half
you
of
missed
it.
this half of it. Oh wait, Jesus, are you going?
No, I'm just going to have a fag and
All right,
get another
okay.
can of beer.
Just drop it down.
Yeah, okay.
All right. Oh, we can talk.
I'm not...
Nah, you know what? Like you Jesus, yeah.
You lot tell British jokes. You lot have Brexit jokes about us.
Oh yeah, we're just getting started. We're going to talk about some British jokes now. When you come back, we'll test them out on
I
you.
just need to refill my lungs and refill my belly.
All right, good.
Anyways, there are no
Just don't trip
Brexit
it.
jokes because the Brexit is just sad.
It was a cracker of a joke. Do you want me to tell it? Nah. All right. Now, basically.
There's plenty more. Don't worry.
All right, we'll give him another one. So tell me, we need to come up with a topic. And here's the thing, because we go live.
Travel stories are always nice.
What?
Travel stories.
Yes.
Like I could tell you how I got decapitated in Iran, or how I got
Hang on a sec.
abducted
Hang on a sec.
near Syria.
Now, if I was to fart, I'd say, "Oh, your head is clearly attached to your shoulders, so you weren't decapitated." But you were obviously had some kind of run-in with something that struck you above the shoulders.
No, it was a decapitation. It was just with a photo. So like, I've been in Iran for 2 weeks, like a round travel.
Yeah.
And I've been in Shiraz, southern Iran.
You were traveling in Iran?
Yes, it was like many years ago, like 14 years ago.
How old
or
are
so.
you?
35.
Okay, so you're part of my tribe. You're an 80s boy.
So like, I went there basically 2 or 3 months before Ahmadinejad got voted in. So they still had like journeys there, and then the hardcore conservative got voted in.
What year was it? 2000.
It's like 12 years ago. So it was like 2003, 4, 2005.
Okay, I was in Japan then. So what happened?
And like generally Iranians are nice and fun, and like if you talk to them, they're always happy like to talk to you, test out their English. So like
there are just on that, I've met a few people from Iran, and they're very keen to show that they're not bad people. And by default they're actually quite nice people.
They are nice. Most of the ones that left Iran after the revolution were like the more westernized intellectual ones. Like if you meet Iranians outside of Iran that live outside of Iran, they are basically part of the upper middle class, highly educated, and they also like usually fit into their country. So like funnily, growing up, my neighbor was actually from Iran.
From where?
Like he was from Iran, and he was named Muhammad, and we always just called him Muhi, and it was just fun. He was like a really nice, relaxed, fun guy. He then got a job at my city, driving the subway.
Was he?
But he was actually an engineer, so like that was below his. That's basically below his level of education. But he didn't care. He was happy to get a job and be able to support his family and. But yeah, then back in Iran. So like,
how did this end with you getting your head cut off?
Yeah, so like I was there traveling around for a bit, and I was in Shiraz at this monument for a famous poet, and like there were like people around like that saw, okay, like you are not obviously not Iranian. You were like obviously white. So like, where are you from? Yeah, I said Germany. They which city? I said Bochum. They were like, yeah, we know it. It's like not an important city, so like, why do you know it? Yeah, like our soccer player plays there, Wahid Hashemian. Yes, he plays in our team. So like,
oh wow,
they knew my home city because one of the Iranian national team players played back at this time in my team. So they were like, yay, we know it. Like, let's make a photo.
Okay.
So like, then I said, okay, why not? Like, so like, they got around me and some of the family member like made this photo. I said, okay, let's make a photo for me with you. And then
were they? You're quite tall, aren't you? No, for German, would you be average height?
Yes, I'm actually 180. That's basically the average height for a man. So like basically, I'm totally average height-wise.
Oh well, I wish I was average.
But like in Islamic societies, you have like not a ban on depicting humans, but it's like kind of like don't do it maybe.
What?
Like Islam has like this kind of ban of depicting humans. Depicting, like you shouldn't be like in artwork. Usually, you don't see humans.
Oh no, shit!
It's not totally true.
It's a bit like Aboriginals. They have to be warned that there's people on film that potentially have died because they have this belief. Well, there's this common part of the culture is that if something's broadcast on TV that has Indigenous people in it, there's a warning at the start saying, paraphrasing, warning, some Indigenous people in this footage may have passed. So if someone's died and an Aboriginal person is watching that Aboriginal person and they're still there, it fucks with their head.
Okay. It's just like with Muslim society, it's like more like a general ban. Don't depict humans. Or don't depict faces.
Oh,
so like basically,
did they deliberately cut your head off?
Like, so deliberately, the photo they shot, like I saw them taking the photo of our group, like, and then I just like they were aiming, and when I saw like it was already the age of like the digital cameras, so like I saw the picture and they just deliberately cut off everyone, like so like the heads were missing. So like, yeah, like, I've got this family photo with this Iranian family and there are no heads on it. So I got decapitated. Also, they decapitated themselves. So basically, they was this family photo without any heads.
The thing is, like, this reminds me of this fucking... Have you seen Return to Oz?
I don't think so.
Oh, no one's seen Return to Oz. Well, Jesus is returning. Well, nah, you missed it. That was a cracker. And I'll tell you what, they mustn't have selfies in fucking Iran, right? No, they would, but they're all necks.
But also, like, it was, like, in the age before the selfie, so, like, basically it was, like,
But can they do that now, though?
12 years ago.
So they wouldn't do selfies then?
It depends how conservative you are. So, like...
All right, if there's an Iranian who's watching or listening, send us a selfie and we'll see if it's your neck. And if it's your neck, we know that this is real.
Like, it must have been, on purpose.
They must wear ornaments around their necks so that they show off a little bit of, personality and face. Wouldn't you think?
it's like back then photos were a different thingy. You know, I mean, you're also old enough,
analog
like, you know,
world.
like.
Do you reckon the internet's opened it up for him then?
Yeah, but it was just 12, 13 years ago. So like selfies were not a thingy.
Yeah.
So like selfie sticks were like still like 5, 6 years in the future and so on. So like.
But it was still a thing because they literally took a selfie with you.
Yeah, like a photo, like family.
I mean, selfies have been around forever, right?
I think like I'm still convinced the photos they took for themselves were with faces. I just think they took the conservative version with me for me. So like.
They all had their heads cut off. Yeah. I mean, maybe they were doing that in respect for you, because like when people come on my show, it's a conscious choice to put yourself in the airways. Right now, you've consciously stepped in, and I've dragged you in
after a few days. Yes.
Yes, but the thing is, like now but you're already out there, so but you're representing yourself, right? Everyone represents themselves. With a Facebook profile picture, you're representing yourself. You're choosing this is who I am to the world. That's your window.
And it's bullshit.
Yeah, I know. It's all fake. Because we all are media creators.
No, that's not
now.
a problem. Like, I think it just puts pressure on people to, like, they have this feeling they have to be someone.
Yep.
Even though they are already someone.
Yeah.
But that they have this constant feeling of
But
pressure.
here's the thing. Everyone wants to have their story told. And they're using Facebook as their mean to do that. The ones who don't give a fuck are like this guy who probably doesn't have a Facebook. I bet you. Jesus, what's your Facebook page? What's your Facebook page?
I'm 52.
Yeah. Another way of saying that is you don't give a fuck.
I had a Facebook page, and it's a real shame.
What do you mean?
It's a...
Oh, wait.
Hang on.
Yeah, hang on. Let me just grab that.
Yeah.
I'll go under. Good work.
No, I used to have a Facebook...
Wait a sec.
Oh, here we go.
We have a problem here.
Technical problems.
Yeah.
There's beer near the mixer desk.
Oh, yes.
Oops.
There we go.
I was using it as an ashtray. I mean, if it gets soaked in beer, that's one thing, but using it as an ashtray is another, because, wow, that's doubly wrong, isn't it, really?
Don't get no ash on my mixer. All right. So, yeah, you don't have Facebook, and it's a tragedy. Or you did have Facebook, and it was a tragedy.
I did, yeah. I used to have what I call my Hungarian account, but... because I haven't used it for so long and I couldn't log in, and the name which I used, I remember that, but the email which I used to connect with it, I haven't looked into for fucking years. Yeah. Like, but it's a real shame because it's got people like Alwyn and lots of Budapest friends on it, and I just can't log in really. But to be honest, I'm sure I could get round it somehow, but.
Do you want
the best thing is just to turn up and say hello.
Exactly. Don't you find that?
1:30 in the evening.
Yeah, right. Exactly. That's the way it should be.
England to Hungary is only 2 hours away, and like England to Manchester. Like London to England to Manchester. Most Man United fans don't come from Manchester to start.
That's true. Yeah.
They shouldn't exist anyways.
Oh, and I love the way they're performing in the league.
Are they shit now?
Yeah.
Excellent.
Speaking as a Tottenham Hotspur.
Wait. Tottenham.
They
used to be my team.
Tottenham is bad.
How can you say used to?
Are you a Tottenham fan?
Yeah.
Well, I was.
Until...
I'm still thinking about it.
Yeah, I know. You're Australian. Right, you don't know about football, though, do you? Because you pick the ball up and run with it. And
we play football. You guys play soccer.
No.
Want to make a bet?
Fuck. Football is football. We actually kick the ball with our foot. Like Arwin. Oh, God, I stayed up one night with him watching the Super Bowl or whatever. Broadcast live, and it's Seattle where he's from versus someone else, like. Yeah. And my God, there's about 2 seconds of action.
Yep.
Then it stops for a commercial break.
Yep.
Where all the fans can go and get their burgers.
And
the
beer, that's expensive property
and the
right
Coke,
there.
And it just nothing happened.
Nothing happened. Honest question, like, can they get beer over there? Like, there are so many leagues where you can't get beer in the stadium.
This guy reckons football is he reckons AFL is not football and there's not soccer. I disagree.
No, soccer doesn't exist. That's just a nickname.
Oi, Ben, I'm about to tell him who the oldest football club in the world is. He nods. He knows. Oi, Jesus.
The oldest.
Who is the oldest football
West
club?
Bromwich Albion. No. Go on.
Wrong.
Ferencváros.
Nope.
No.
Are you talking rugby teams here?
Rugby, but with a round ball where it takes skill. Yeah. No, it takes skill,
Soccer.
and it's a round ball.
Soccer. So anyway, you were talking about soccer.
I've heard of rugby, but I don't know anyone who plays. People who can't play
Come
football,
on,
really.
you still haven't picked who the oldest
I
football
know,
club
at
is.
the end of the day, like rugby, football, soccer or whatever, all it needs is one ball. Riding a motorbike fast takes two balls.
You know what?
And that's
Jesus,
what I live by.
Jesus, I concur because my father's a dirt bike rider.
Racer. Oh, exactly.
Racer.
Yeah. Ah, sounds
Do you
great.
know, Chad, do you watch the dirt bike racing or super bikes?
No, we call it soccer. Yeah, it doesn't exist.
Hang on a sec.
It doesn't exist. Soccer bikes.
Hang on a sec.
Here we
Are
go.
you into bikes?
Oh, I've got 4 of them.
Okay.
And I've got a metal pin in my hip. So yeah, I think that.
Yeah, that counts.
Yeah, that counts.
Yeah, my dad's got a pin.
Okay. What with his credit card?
He nearly lost his leg.
Yeah, his pin is 3247.
you
So
hear
if
that?
you ever find his dad's credit card, you know the pin.
Oh, don't worry. He'll hold on to that with iron clamps. He's the biggest Jew on the planet. Now, anyway.
You didn't really say that, did you?
Yeah, I did.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
Right, here we go.
My girlfriend's Israeli. Well, she's not my girlfriend, but she's Israeli. She
was until a minute ago. She was your girlfriend.
It was this morning, actually. Anyway. If you want to talk bikes, we can talk bikes.
Oh, I used to live in Israel, and I could tell you some stories. Yeah.
All right, tell us one.
Oh, well. Okay. A young student, Hasidic Jew, he's been studying the Torah, and he has a good relationship with his rabbi and things like that. And at the how can I put it, like the end of term party, for want of a better word, the idea is like everyone gets a big punch bowl and they put it on the table, and everyone who comes in brings a bottle of vodka and pours it into the punch, and so like everyone has a good drink, and the rabbi says to the young student, well, if everyone else is bringing vodka, why don't you just bring water? He says, that's a good idea. It's going to save me money, isn't it? So anyway, the young student pours the bottle of water into the punch bowl as if it's vodka. And anyway, as the party goes on, everyone takes a go of the punch at the punch bowl and goes, my God, it's just pure water. And the rabbi says to the student, yeah, Leonard, that is why they hate us so much.
Is this a true story? Or is this
That's why
joke?
there's Jesus. He made water into wine, not the other way around.
I can turn wine into water. Piece of piss. Wine into water's not a problem. When I have a problem,
good pickup. That was clever.
If I have a problem, it's waking up with the resurrection every morning. That would be a miracle.
That's a headache.
That would be a miracle. Waking up with the resurrection every morning. Yeah.
Is that what you have to do?
Well, when you're the Messiah. Yeah.
Fuck, where have you fucking been, by the way?
I've been next door to the trapeze.
So hang on a sec.
Bar.
So basically, you've been around and people just stopped listening to you.
Yeah, I've been around. I've been here. I've been there. I've been in between.
Fuck. Okay.
There are lots of directions. Right. There's 4 cardinal like north, south, east, west.
You got the angles as well.
There's up. There's down.
Yeah.
But the other dimension is inward. And that's the thing that people forget. And that's one of the things that you learn through travelling and through psychedelics, obviously. And
what kind of psychedelics?
Anything that's on offer at the time. What is it? Tuesday. Oh, Tuesday it's DMT Tuesday at Sweet Hostel. DMT Tuesday.
Yeah, hang on a
Sweet
sec.
Hostel.
We're not
Tuesday. Yeah.
Folks at home, we're not saying that Sweet Hostel endorses the taking and the imbibing of substances of any kind, unless it's alcohol or cigarettes.
Yeah.
The two fucking drugs that do nothing for you. They're okay.
Yeah, because
but if you want to have a joint or if you want to fucking
because when
take
you're
some
tripping,
mushrooms,
it brings you down slightly. Yeah.
Is this? All right. Is this
Hey, there's a
medicinal?
bit of a leak.
Some ASMR about to happen. Ready?
Oh, did you hear that crunch?
That's ASMR, Jesus.
That was his teeth. That wasn't the piece of celery or leek.
Fucking spicy. I like it.
Sounds like paprika.
Fuck no, that's too hot, man. Oh my god. Now that's the real chili competition right now. Fuck, that's hot. Jesus.
I tell you what, the best thing is natural yogurt for that, and it also cures your genital.
You don't spit it out now.
Yeah.
I'm not.
It looked like you would.
No, dude, I'm Sri Lankan. I can handle my spicy food. That's pretty spicy, but it's going down the hatch. Sorry, Jesus. Sorry to interrupt.
Oh, was it? Oh, no. You carry on. You carry on regurgitating.
All right.
Cows do it, and they're great. Yeah. Rabbits, well, no, they refectate.
Eat their own poo.
Yeah, basically.
I
But
had to guess what that meant.
then again, I mean, it depends what's on offer, really, doesn't it? Like, sometimes eating your own poo is an option.
Well, it is an option.
Well, a bit of bread, a bit of salad on it. Like they sell it to Hungarian tourists, or tourists in Hungary, coming out of instance.
That's why they sell it in Hungary. That's how they name the country. It's like, fuck, we've got nothing to eat. Well, we'll just eat our own shit. Let's name our country Hungary and then pack it up and sell it to people.
Fun fact.
Yeah,
Fun fact.
that's the beauty of it. Yeah.
All right.
Market Island, before it was called Market Island, the island in the north, before Holy Margaret died there and got the monastery there, was called Hare Island, like hare, rabbit.
Hare.
Yeah.
Like,
rabbit, yeah.
Like rabbit, hare. Like it was Hare Island before Margaret died there in the 12th century.
What, hare as in
Hare
like
Island.
Herr Himmler?
Yeah, no, hare. Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Not the big rabbit. Hare.
Yeah, I know. But we thought.
Yeah.
We thought
Well,
we heard German accent. We heard German accent, and we heard hair, and I just thought hair. Okay.
There's hair, and then there's hair.
There's hair, and there's hair.
More aggressive, but the German Herr Hitler. It's not Herr Hitler. It's Herr
But everything
Hitler.
Well, you speak quite. You're the most softly spoken German I've ever met. Because generally Germans, when they say something sweet and kind, they still sound like they're biting your head off.
I mean, also like my local dialect tends to elongate vowels, so I think I might actually sound a bit softer because our vowels are longer, but otherwise, for me, German isn't overly aggressive. What for me is aggressive is Slavic languages.
Yeah, okay.
They are like way more aggressive because they have even
The
less
Russian,
vowels.
The Russians.
Polish, Czech, Russian.
Oh, God. They don't even believe in vowels.
Yeah, like they are words.
Polish.
No, the Hungarians don't believe in fucking vowels. Have you seen their
They've
words?
got 48 vowels for...
There's consonants all over the place here. There's like Z's next to T's. There's
They make
fucking
it up as
J's
they
next
go
to
along.
fucking... Like, it doesn't make sense. And they're surrounded by so many fucking tildes, or whatever you call them. It's like a word is not just a bunch of letters bunched together. It's got fucking patterns all around it. So my brain looks at that and says, you know what? There's no fucking way I'm going to even make an attempt to decipher what this fucking language is saying. And you're going to say cheers like this? You're sugar drink. Fuck, man. That doesn't even roll off the tongue. You want something nice and pithy when you're clinking your beer with someone.
Exactly.
But
I
it's
mean...
Like cheers or Prost.
It's respectful. They
Egg
say
sugar.
on your health. Just here, on your health is one word.
Hang on. You're sugar drink means what?
Your means health you're on. They saying health you're on in one
that's actually
word.
quite sweet. I like that. Now I changed my mind.
I guess to a single person, if it's people...
What is it?
Like you have to end the ending, change the ending because
yeah.
if it's on your health,
they're like Spanish.
second person singular or like second person plural, like on your health. If it's several persons,
Or your
then
all your
yes.
health. Yeah. So what do they say for that then? Sugar, all of you?
Know. I don't speak Hungarian.
Egészségedő. Is it egészségedő? Something?
Sugar.
So egészség
Sugar drugs.
Egészségedő is singular.
Egészség is like health. Egészséget is your health, singular, I guess. And re, like the ending ai, is like on or for.
Talking about my Hungarian health, last time I was here, I spent 10 days in the hospital in Hungary.
Which hospital?
It was over by Nepluget or whatever. The hospital. I broke my hip. Yeah, I broke my femoral collar, and now I've got pins in it.
On the bike?
Why?
No. On the alcohol, on the beer. Not on the bike, on the beer.
On the alcohol, on the bike?
No. No,
So
it was my birthday.
So?
I did, exactly.
So it was Christmas Day.
It was my birthday. Oh, exactly. You got it there.
10 points for someone.
But
what happened? Thank you. Oh, thank you. So what happened? Santa didn't fucking bring your bike, so you just went and had a piss?
No, what happened? I went, oh, fuck. And then I went, fuck. About 2 seconds later. I mean, that's what happened, really. Yeah.
It's not very specific. I mean, fuck, I could stub my toe and have that happen too. Actually, that's happened to me too. Didn't put me in hospital though.
These Australians, hey. Are you Australian?
Do you reckon I am?
Well, you speak a little bit like you might be.
Yeah. All right.
I don't know. Maybe. Who knows? Who knows?
All right, mate. I can put on my best Australian accent. Do you want me to put on my best Australian accent?
You know, one of the
How's it going?
One of the funniest stories I ever heard was like a group of Italian tourists are in Australia. They rent a car and they drive through the desert, and inevitably at some point there's kangaroos crossing, or whatever. They bump into a kangaroo and it hits his head against the bumper and the kangaroo's fucking out or whatever. Yeah. So anyway, the Italian tourists get out the car, this dead car, and obviously you get your phone out, you take pictures of it or whatever. And one of them says to the other, wouldn't it be a laugh if you just get your jacket and put it on the kangaroo and lean it up against the car by the driving seat, right? That would make a fantastic photo. Which it did. But the only thing is, then the kangaroo
came back alive,
shakes its head and goes, oh, fucking hell, and then goes off in the desert, springs off back in the outback.
No, what actually happened was the kangaroo fucking kicked him out of the car and took the car and drove off.
No, I tell you what.
So this is better than hopping.
The kangaroo wearing the guy's jacket, well, not only is there a kangaroo out there in the outback with an Armani jacket, but it's also got some guy's passport and all his money in the pocket.
He's probably moved to Hungary.
He's legal, yeah.
He's here somewhere.
Legal. He has a passport, he's legal.
Not running over kangaroos is legal.
No, the kangaroo is legal. The kangaroo can go now everywhere. Before that, the kangaroo did not have a passport.
Exactly. The kangaroo.
This was the chance of his life to,
exactly.
escape Australia and others tackle Australians.
Yep. You know what? This fucking kangaroo. The luckiest day in his life was getting hit by that fucking car. I swear to God.
He's now
he's got something to tell his mates.
What are we asking? Hey, Ben the kangaroo, come over here and chat to us, man. Wait, come on.
You haven't seen a kangaroo in an Armani jacket recently, have you? Because the guy wants his passport back.
No, that's him. That's the kangaroo right there. He's evolved because over time he evolved into the actual human being, and he's over there. He hasn't got the Armani jacket on now. But
Australians don't evolve; they devolve.
No, well, actually,
there are no wolves over there.
Okay, if that's true, convicts were of a higher evolutionary scale than me.
Right. Okay. Why aren't there any world-famous Olympic champion Australian sprinters? Because if they could run that fast, they wouldn't be Australian in the first place.
You're just talking about
speaking as a Brit.
Yeah. You know why? You know why there's no sprinters in Australia? Because they're all white.
So you have
You put a fucking Aboriginal in the race, he'll fucking beat a black cunt any day. Oh, sorry, other black cunt any day. They're light, they're fast, they're quick, they're fucking. They walk. They don't. Their feet don't touch the ground. The indigenous folks are faster. Well, the African Americans have got muscle fucking build up that helps them. They've probably fucking been training all their lives. But I tell you what, you take a fucking indigenous boy from the football field. And you watch him run and fucking... I'm not being racist here. It's a fact. They are built for speed, man. They are... Hey, Ben. Yeah. Indigenous players. Fucking fastest players in the ground, right?
Yeah, they're just hungry.
Huh? They're what?
But water polo...
What'd you say?
Water polo is...
What?
They're hungry.
Yeah.
So they run.
That's what they would say. Yeah, boy, we fucking run for that food, eh?
Not being racist at all. No,
I'm not.
I'm glad because, you know...
I love my indigenous brothers. They would fucking laugh at me. I know some indigenous laugh with me, sorry, and at me.
Like, didn't you have, like, you know, when you had, like, Sydney 2000, like, didn't you
Kathy Freeman?
Like one of those...
Kathy Freeman, you heard of Kathy Freeman?
Like, she did win the 400
does she
meters?
know me? I don't know her, but she ever heard of me?
She's heard of Jesus, for sure. But she probably praised you. She's an Olympic gold medalist, and she fucking killed it in 2000. Was one of the 400 meter?
I think she was 400.
Yeah, she smashed it, man.
Does it involve a ute at all? A ute?
How so? How so? Explain the joke. What do you mean?
Well, car with... Well, Australians drive, like, pickup trucks, don't they?
Do we?
Do they?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Maybe.
We... You said, yeah, maybe you have a little bit of
still haven't worked it out, have you?
No, you're from somewhere in the South Pacific. Australasia.
Nah, you'll never guess, actually. I won't give it to you.
Oh, come on. You're from Newport Pagnell.
What's that?
Just north of London.
Yes. You know what, mate? Let me tell you something. You fucking guys have the weirdest fucking names for things, and you invented the fucking language. Hammersmith, Cocksmith, fucking... You point at a fucking subway map, and you're looking at the strangest fucking words in the English language, and they happen to be...
Bottom. Yeah.
There you go.
Braintree.
Spotty Dick. I bet you that's a fucking place.
Oh God! It's got the pub. Oh, well, the
Spotty
Queen's Head.
Dick. The Queen's
Spotted Dick. Yeah, it's great. But
I love how you
but the beer is flat and it's warm. You know, which Australians don't get because they don't understand beer. Hence Foster's.
Fuck Foster's. You haven't had Australian beer. If you're measuring Australian beer by Foster's, then you haven't travelled in the beer spectrum enough. And I'm surprised,
Foster's.
Jesus.
We have a place in London called Cock Foster's.
Yeah,
that's
I know.
how fucking
Cock Foster's.
Dear.
You know you know my favourite beer in Australia?
Whatever Sheila brings to you.
Exactly. Sheila. Nah, you know what?
Bruce. Sorry, Bruce.
A Sheila would show up with a beer for you, and then she'll fucking... Actually, she'll take it first. She'll drink it, half of it, and then give it to you, and then you have it. That's what's true. My little sister would do that. She's an Aussie. Is she, though?
Well, I don't know. I haven't met your older sister yet.
Younger sister.
Younger sister.
I'm the oldest.
Ooh, here we go.
Yeah.
Oh, God. I was single when this podcast started. Now, well, yeah. Yeah. Have you got any pictures? Oh, well, hang on. I'm just trying to picture you without without the stubble.
She's only...
Oh, God, don't.
18. In November. Fuck, which I will be home for. Sophie.
18? I was expecting a virgin.
Shout out to Sophie.
Yeah. Hello,
a virgin?
Sophie.
No, she's definitely not a virgin.
Virgin on the ridiculous.
She's definitely a virgin on the ridiculous. If she's clicking on this podcast, that's for sure.
Yeah, dear. Hello, Sophie.
Yeah, she's a sweet kid. She's a bit rough around the edges, but she'll definitely drink half your beer before she gives it to you.
Well, she can give it to me. Yeah, that sounds good.
But you're in Hungary. You don't need her. She's fucking way over there. You've got women in Hungary, I must say, are very attractive.
They are as well. I mean,
to a gay man, obviously not. But
they get moustaches. By the time they're 30, they grow moustaches and a beer belly. Let's face it. It's Eastern Europe.
They've got an expiry date.
They just grow moustaches. Like Bulgarians. They're the Turkish women. They're the worst.
Turkish women? Can I tell you a story about a Turkish woman?
They just grow moustaches.
Can I tell you a story?
Go on, please do.
All right, I got a fucking curse placed on me by a fucking Turkish old woman who was staying in a hostel because she was on the street, so she'd stay at this hostel, and she was the fucking sweetest person on the planet. And we got along with a house on fire, and we went out and fucking walked around the streets and shit with another friend of mine. And as soon as she said, "How about a drink?" we were like, "Yeah, all right." 1 beer down, 2 beers down. And she's then turns into the fucking devil and tries to get down my pants. And when I politely ask her, "Don't touch me," later that night, I'm in my bunk. She's in this chair fucking bunk, obviously, and I'm fucking lying in bed waiting for this fucking devil woman to show up. And she shows up. She crawls into bed with me, and she whispers, "Do you want to have sex with me?" And I said, her name, "No, can you just get the fuck out of my bed?" You know what she did? She put a curse on me. She leant into my ear and she goes, "You will never sleep again." And then she kissed me. She kissed this curse in the back of my forehead. She went like that. And I felt this shiver down my spine. She ducked out of the bed, and I had bad sex for 7 years. True story.
Bad sex. There's no
not
such
a
thing as
joke.
bad sex.
It is when you don't enjoy it.
At the end of the day,
it is when you don't enjoy it. It is when your dick doesn't fucking get hard.
Well, yeah.
Works now though.
But that's
fine.
age. Yeah.
7 years. I did my penance. Thanks a lot, gypsy woman.
Dear, oh dear. I mean, why does it take women longer to achieve orgasm than it does men? Sex. Well, who cares?
We didn't ask a woman.
Who cares?
Hey guys, is there a female in the room?
Not that I've seen.
All right, okay. Hey, why does it take you guys so? Sorry, you're not on camera, so we'll just hear your voice. Why does it take you guys so long to orgasm?
Maybe you should be asking yourselves that.
Good answer. Good answer.
That's the answer. There you go.
Sorry, I don't know if you heard that on the podcast, but she couldn't speak because her mouth was full
of wisdom.
Wisdom.
And
anyway, of wisdom.
Hey, where are you guys from? Now you've found some Aussies. Go and talk to them, mate.
Oh, can I have my Armani jacket back?
That's an in-joke. Now, you guys from Sydney? Oh, I love Sydney. What do you think of Melbourne? It's all right. Yeah. Do you call us Mexicans? That's what my grandfather was called because he's from Victoria like me, Melbourne. He used to knock around in the north, and they used to call us Victorians Mexicans because we were south of the border. You guys would then be Colombians, and the fucking Queenslanders, I guess, would be United States of America, which makes a lot of sense. Banana benders. That's what we call them.
My stepbrother lived in Fremantle.
Oh, I love
Perth,
Fremantle. Lots of fucking British are in Fremantle, to be honest.
Yeah.
You fucking all over the place. You've probably been there, haven't you?
No, I can't swim.
You can walk over water, you are Jesus.
Exactly. You don't need to swim, Jesus.
Good answer from our German friend here. Yes.
All right, wait.
Good answer. Yeah.
We're getting a taste. Wait. Hang on.
Oh, God. Here comes
I feel very privileged.
a chilly sensation.
Should we give someone else a try?
No.
Do you want a chili sensation?
No, I'm allergic.
This isn't going to burn my fucking ass off.
I'm allergic to
Skim tomato with
teaspoons.
And then imagine this with the chili. That's going to be the next one.
You're a fucking cook. Dude, you are a fucking cook. You're a cook. I like it.
I'll be back.
And that's without a Barbie.
My dick hard a little bit, huh?
Yeah.
Dude.
Fantastic.
Hey, pull those fucking pants up for starters. Nah, pull them up, not down, dickhead.
Down.
Oh, Jesus.
Just one direction for pants.
Generation of this generation, man. Did you walk around with your fucking undies hanging out like that?
Only when it's washing day. I hung out my undies. I mean, like they say, what's pink and wrinkled and hangs out your pajamas? Your grandmother. Yeah.
Oh, don't speak of
the
my
old
nan
ones
like
are
that.
always the best.
I love my nan. Shout out to your nan, but you don't
Yeah.
have the internet, so you won't be able to watch it. Oi, Benny,
she was
join us.
great though. She used to take
I reckon,
her teeth out.
I reckon
and
we could wrap this up in half an hour.
she used to take her teeth out, leave them on the kitchen table. It was great.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
She used to do that to Pop all the time.
You done it well.
Let the buzzer in.
Once
Hang
you've
on,
been
yeah,
there,
Boz-
you'll never
Boz is
be
in.
back. And well, take this one.
No,
'cause,
stay. We're going to finish soon.
Oh, right.
And actually, I feel like a ciggy.
I do.
Do you guys want to just talk, and then you want to go for a ciggy?
Yeah, I reckon. Yeah.
And we'll come back.
Yeah. Done.
Because I'm a alcohol and nicotine addict, and I'm very experienced at it.
I do love alcohol and I do love nicotine. Those two things go hand in hand fantastically. So, can't really complain. I've had my things.
Yeah, absolutely. So what does the British pub industry decide, well, the government decide to do? Stop smoking in bars. And now there's no one in bars. And that's why all the fucking bars are closing down. Because no fucker can smoke in there. Jesus. Yeah.
You going for some? Oh, nice. A bit of chili. Give it a go. It is. Mate, mate, you'll be shitting lava tomorrow.
It's not so hot.
Like a molten hot rock coming from the bowels of hell.
All right, let's see.
Good luck.
Igneous Joker.
It's not so bad. It's hot, but not too hot. Like this one is the second hottest, and the hottest was still bearable. This one is actually enjoyably hot.
Just put the toilet roll in the fridge. Yeah, it makes sense for tomorrow morning. Put the toilet roll in the fridge.
It should be in the bathroom, so where you use it.
Or a bit of paper towel for emergency wipes.
Are you going to come?
God, do I look excited?
Well, how many fannies you been sniffing, mate?
Hungary so far. I've only came here yesterday. So no. But I've been hanging around the train stations, just waiting for a nice gypsy girl.
Oh yeah.
They take you 20 quid and they run off. Yeah.
Or they take your plastic
Well,
bottles.
when they've stopped laughing. Yeah.
Always a bad sign.
A couple of plastic bottles for a sniff, right? Because they can trade them in for money at the supermarket. So yeah, recycling. It's sustainable living. They get a bottle, you get a sniff. Happy days.
Everyone wins.
Everyone wins in the end, don't they? Everyone gets what they want, and there's a song that says you can't always get what you want, but you can. You absolutely can.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
This is going straight live.
So
We have to talk.
yeah, we do.
Any funny travel stories?
Any
Funny travel stories. You have been to Japan, so
I've got endless travel stories.
so your favorite Japan story.
Favorite Japan story? Oh, actually, yes, I do have a favorite one. So when I first arrived, before I started working in Nagano, I arrived in Osaka, and I went and visited my old mate, Mr. Yano. He's this 70-year-old Japanese man. He loves to get drunk. His wife abuses him with a vacuum cleaner pipe every time he hangs out with backpackers. He has a sign, actually, and he reads out everything every time you meet him. He goes, so yeah, my devil wife, like when I come home sometimes, like she beats me with a fucking vacuum cleaner pipe because I've been out with younger backpackers. But he goes, I don't give a shit. I have fun. Let's get wasted. Let's fucking party, Mr. Yano. So I'm like, I love this man. He's a 70-year-old fucking gangster, man. Like, he's awesome. But anyway, I was out with him, and he took me to this bar called Kame Bar. Kame in Japanese means turtle. It was owned by a Mexican fella, actually. And so I was there sitting around, like, actually, no, sorry, I've gone ahead. Prior to that, we went to a local izakaya. So So an izakaya basically is like a drinking hall. It's a small little place, tiny, maybe the whole section of the venue is about as long as a bar, right? So it's small. You can maybe fit 10 to 15 people around. So we're just chatting, and then these locals come in and they go, "What the fuck are you doing here?" Like, you know, I was speaking to them in Japanese and they were trying to practice their English. Anyway, long story short, they invited us out. So then we ended up at this bar, Kame Bar, which is, Kame is turtle in Japanese, so turtle bar. And this Mexican fella owned it. And then, like, there's this really fucking stunningly cute Japanese girl, and I was chatting to her, drinking with her, and we started like making out and whatever, and like kind of like fooling around a bit, like at the bar, like mucking around, and then the gentleman who invited us out turns to me and goes, "This is not okay." I'm like, "What's your problem, dude? Like, what, are you fucking jealous or something?" He goes, No. I'm not jealous. This is my fucking daughter. And then he politely asked me to leave, which I was like, okay, look, yep, I'm going to walk back to the hostel. You follow me outside. And goes, oh, we need to have a word. Talking, and then like I apologized, like so much. And he goes, all right, so here's the deal. Leave my daughter alone. I'm going to pay for a taxi for you. Jump in that taxi and then go home and don't come here again. So, fair enough. I'm very sorry about this situation, so I didn't realize that it was your daughter and So he books a taxi. Taxi turns up. I jump in the taxi, and then all of a sudden, the girl who I was making out with, runs up to the taxi door, opens the taxi door, jumps in and says to the taxi driver, iku, like, which means go. So she jumps in and we leave, and I'm like, oh no, this is not a good fucking situation. But anyhow, I go back to my hostel, J Hoppers in Osaka. Shout out to my boys. And I get to the hostel, obviously things happened, and I was so drunk. She left and went home, and I was so drunk. I remember I got up to go to the bathroom. I thought I was in the top bunk. I thought that we were in the bottom bunk, me and Mai. So this poor fucking Japanese dude. I climb in and just spoon this fucking Japanese dude and fall asleep next to him, and like he freaks the fuck out, like just going, what the fuck is going on, like, and like, you know, everyone came up, like, all the staff, like Mr. Yano, the staff, Haruka and whatever, like, and they're just like, dude, this is not okay, like, you can't just climb into bed with someone, like, I was like, oh, I thought I was going to, like, dude, you're on the fucking top bunk, and I'm like, oh, no, but in the morning we kind of smoothed it out, and we're all good, but that's probably one of the craziest stories in Japan that I had. That was day 2 before I started my job. Yeah, a good start, right?
It can't get worse, so like it's always good to have, something when we got one. It's forwards.
No, it got worse in different ways though. Like not in that kind of. I didn't have another situation like that, but I had other situations that happened, especially in a place called Echoland in Hakuba, where I went to this club, this mental club, and like there's no security there. Basically, the bar staff look after everything. My hostel was 2 doors up from this club. I stayed at the hostel there because I was like, I had a day off from work, so I was like, I'm gonna stay here and just enjoy this for the night because it was 15 kilometers away from where I lived. So I thought, I'll stay here and like enjoy it. These 2 Aussie boys were talking, mouthing off, and like I just said, mate, you need to leave. Like, look after. Like, no, what actually started is like this guy was so drunk, he was falling over on the table, he knocked my beer off, and I'm like, I spoke to his friend and said, mate, you need to look after your friend. Like, he's fucked. Like, you're in a different country. Like, look after your friend. And he's like, got the whole high and mighty, just say to me, man, fucking blah, blah, blah. And then, like, I went to stand up, but he kicked me, like, straight in the chest. And, like, I was sitting, like, against the wall, basically, on the chair. And, like, he's kicked me. As he's kicked me, I just felt a huge crunch. And I'm like, this is not good. This is not good. So I got up and I ended up putting him through a table. Broke the table at the club. I was kicked out, went back to my hostel. In the morning they came to the hostel. I could barely move. I was in a lot of pain from that kick. But I had to go and I had to pay to replace the table, basically, which I did. I was like, well, yeah, you know, like, my fuck up, I'll own responsibility, I'll own it. But, yeah, I got back to the, so, yeah, anyway, this guy comes in and blah, 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 pay him and go say, yeah, here you go, fucking sort out the tables, whatever, like, I'm so sorry about that, like, here's the situation, here's what happened. And then afterwards, like, I started coughing like blood. I was like, oh, this is not good. This is not good. So I went to the local doctors there, got an ultrasound in my ribs, and what had happened is it didn't break a rib essentially, but from the kick, what it had done is fractured the rib and it splintered. And part of that splinter, the bone splinter, it actually like punctured part of my left lung. So that's why I was coughing up blood. And I mean, I had to get drained, basically. Like, they put a little thing in, they drain the blood out and like, blah, blah, and then you have to kind of keep doing it if you like experiencing that more, or if you're getting severe pain and you can't breathe. Your lungs can collapse or you can drown in your own blood. So I kept on with that, and yeah, I mean, it took like 4 weeks, 5 weeks, and then it's back to normal. And then I remember it was shortly after that I started snowboarding again, and because I was a bit paranoid about, you know, doing more damage if I have a big spill. Snowboarding, but I began snowboarding again, snowboarding park. So they had the hit park up the top of the mountain, basically, which means rails, kicker ramps, like half pipes, that kind of situation. And I felt a little overconfident that day. So it was like, I was clear runs all day, 10, 15 runs, great. And I thought, I got a bit cocky and I went for they have this big, I believe it's 15 meter kicker ramp. It's huge. So I thought, yep, cool, got this. I fucked up. Instead of going straight, I kind of fucked up my calf and went off the side of the ramp. I got quite a bit of air, like a lot of air. And then I realized, I'm like, fuck, I'm going to hit the ground. What's the best way to save myself? In like, basically, snap bang decision to try and like work out how can I land correctly without damaging myself. So I thought, fuck. I'm like, well, I don't want to land on my head. That's definitely out of the equation. I don't want to land on my ass because I could hurt myself. Maybe it's powder snow. There's quite a bit. It's going to be soft if I hit it anyway, but like maybe I'll try and fix it by landing on my knees. That was a big fuck up. So I was about, give or take, 10 to 15 meters airborne. I hit the snow on my knees, but little did I realize that the edge of the board, the back edge of my board, as I've hit my knees, directly off the snow, didn't hurt, was fine. What hurt was the edge of my board smashing against my tailbone. So I broke my tailbone, and I was in so much unbelievable pain. I actually wasn't sure if I had shit myself. Like, to be fair, like, it was like either I've broken my back and shit myself or I've just shit myself. I actually don't know what's happened. It really fucking hurts. So I was just like laying in the snow, and then Snow Patrol came and collected me, stretched me down the mountain. My boss, Mr. Takada, he came and he's just laughing at me the whole time. He's like, "You fucking idiot," basically in Japanese. Like, he's like, "Fuck, kusayaro," like, fucking idiot, like kind of thing. And yeah, he took me back to the same place where I got scanned the month before for the ribs, and they're just like, they're just like, "What is wrong with you?" like, yeah, snowboarding. What have you done? I'm like, I think I've broken my back, and they're like, no, that's a scan. So I had an ultrasound. Basically, Mr. Takada is and he's like, yeah, you're gonna have to drop your pants, kind of thing. So instead of my fucking bare ass out, well, they're fucking putting this like gel on my ass, and like they're ultrasounding my ass, and he's just laughing his head off like at me, and they're just like, yeah, so what you've done is you've broken a fragment of your coccyx bone, like your tailbone. And I'm like, all right, and how long is that going to take? And they're like, probably about 8 weeks.
Like, what can you do with it? Like, it's you can't put a cast about it. It's just
it's just like there, and like you can't sit.
You cannot not sit. You cannot not lie down.
No, it's fucking horrible, man.
You can't do anything about it, can you? Like, it's just.
There's nothing you can do. Like, I mean, there's an option to like hire this like fucking soft foam donut pillow thing that you can sit on, like this donut, but like it's kind of useless. You can just sit on the pillow, like, or whatever, if you need to sit. But generally, like during that whole time, I tried to stand up as much as possible during the day because it just was fucking horrendous pain during, like, if I sat down. Like, the worst was having to go to the shit. That was the worst. Sitting down in the toilet and just like, you're like, I feel like my spine, the bottom of my spine is about to break through my ass. Like, I never want that to happen ever again. So that's that's another one from Japan. That's probably the last crazy one from Japan, I'd say. Yeah.
So basically, Japan just gave you pain. You have a good story of Japan. Like, does anything nice happen to you in Japan?
Absolutely. Yeah. More nice and not nice, but they're just some funny ones that happened. I mean, yeah, it was great. Like, I enjoyed it. I made some like good mates for life, and we had a lot of fun, man. A lot of fun. Like, there's a lot of, I mean, there was a lot of drinking, a lot of partying, a lot of smoking weed. It was fucking fantastic, actually. Like, especially in that part of it. Like, I mean, that was probably the shortest part of my living and working there. Like, because I also worked in Tokyo, so I mean, for longer than I was there. But the Tokyo thing was kind of like, it didn't feel like everything special. Like, there in Tsugake that was amazing, really. Like, I mean, I met these crazy cool young Japanese fellas, and we just hung out. And, like, this is cool. Like, we're both, I taught them English. They were teaching me more Japanese words, even though I already speak Japanese. But like, it was a really cool experience. I found, like, probably one of the coolest experiences I've really. I guess culturally, one of the coolest experiences I've had. Like, I mean, you can go there for a holiday. It's not the same, If you live there and you see like different quirks, different things, you learn different things about different areas, and like, whereas if you visit as a tourist, of course you're only going to go to tourist places and do stock standard shit. But that was a really, really cool experience. Even, I mean, Tokyo, yeah, okay. I didn't have the best time in Tokyo, but like, I really enjoy Tokyo. Like, it's one of my, I mean, it is a great city, but for me, I enjoy like more the rural parts of Japan, or Osaka, like the other side of Japan.
Not overly rural. Osaka is also like a 1 million inhabitant city, so like.
Yeah, it's the second. It's the second most populated city in Japan, but next to Tokyo. But it doesn't seem as chaotic. It doesn't seem as. I mean, the best way I can really describe Tokyo is, it's just the strangest, most fucked up, organized chaos you can possibly witness. Because it is chaos, but it's organized chaos. Everything's so organized there. Like, you know, for example, if you are trying to ride the subway, the JR line, they'll frivolously, like, apologize if they are, like, 50 seconds late over the estimated time of arrival. They'll be like, oh, I'm so sorry, like, you know, this rider's on the house. They're like, sorry about that. Like, you know, we can refund you, blah, blah. You're just like, Jesus, this is nuts. Like, you were 50 seconds late. I mean, in Australia, like, well, in Melbourne, especially, like, in the summer, the trains are very, very renowned for breaking down in the heat.
I mean, there's also heat extension. Like also in Germany, if it's like really hot summer, you have the same problems. Yeah.
So, and that's purely because the tracks expand, like, and there's not much they can really do about it. But you know, like, they don't do anything for you. You're just basically stranded for hours and hours and hours, and then you go, well, fuck, you know, But I mean, worst comes to worst, what you can do is you can take a taxi, keep the receipt, send it through to Metro Trains, and go, right, guys, you convinced me. I needed to get to work. I needed to do this important thing. Here's the receipt. You need to reimburse me. So a lot of the time, I mean, a lot of places that have been like that. Like, I mean, even in Sweden, it's the same. Like, if you're inconvenienced by, like, the subway or by the pendeltåg, which is like the it's like the light rail, I guess. You know, they'll reimburse you for any inconveniences. But yeah, it's crazy. I was trying to think of more crazy travel stories. It's a lot. There's a lot. A shitload, actually. What else was there? I guess, like, when I was in Vietnam, Ha Long Bay, we were actually, me and my girlfriend at the time were traveling through, and we're on the boat over, like, basically from a place called Cat Bar Island, which is Cat Bar Island meets part of Ha Long Bay. So, like, it's a cheaper way of doing Ha Long Bay. Anyway, long story short, we're on the boat, we're drinking beers. I have a skipper's ticket. I've got my level 3 coxswains on boats, so I can steer boats. 12 to 15 meter vessels, up to 70 nautical miles off coastal by law. So I'm allowed to drive boats. So I was on this boat, and I was driving along. Like, they said, "Oh yeah, jump on. You know how to steer." I showed them. I'm like, "Yeah, fucking, I know everything." Like, blah blah. Like, so I'm steering in there. Oh, like, you know, like, blah blah. Soon we're gonna, like, have a stop, and, like, you know, we can get off and maybe have a swim. But I fucked up because he goes, we're all out waiting, and he goes, don't jump. But what I heard from him was, yeah, go jump. He said, don't jump, but he said, go jump. So I said, okay, so I jumped off the top of the boat into the water. And boy, did I regret that. So I jumped. It wasn't very deep. There was a lot of sharp rocks, and I essentially not quite impaled my foot, but nearly impaled my foot. I had to pull a big rock, sharp rock out of my foot. I split my foot completely open and had to get stitches. There was fucking blood everywhere. Like, I was looking anemic as fuck, white as a ghost on the boat. I still managed to, with a foot pissing blood, still managed to keep kayaking when we got to a place where we could kayak. And then I was like, okay, yeah, I think I'm losing a lot of blood now. It's probably time for me to go back and maybe get some medical attention. So I got stitched up, got some stitches, went from there to Hanoi. And then we got to Hanoi, and then the fucking worst thing of the worst happened. I